I now have this empathy and understanding for this thing in the other person that used to drive me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Now I can be like, think about the little them, think about like what happened to them that drove that
Hmm.
behavior, led them to believe these things about themselves.
I remembered what I was going to say when you were talking about like trauma bonding.
Oh
That's what
yeah.
Taylor Swift means by her song Cancel. Good thing she likes her friends canceled.
I have not don't, I haven't listened to that yet. I'm having my like 4 moment of like Taylor Swift is having another big moment, and so I gotta like give it some space before I can like, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. If you're going to be up here, just sit down. For those of you watching on YouTube, my dog has entered the podcast.
He was crawling around behind you there for a little
Was
while.
he?
Yes.
I think he's probably a 2. So
I mean,
needy.
they do say dogs take on the like characteristics of their owners. Usually they talk about it from like an appearance standpoint. Have you seen those? Like where
Yeah.
the pictures where the
Yeah.
owner looks like their dog?
Yeah. Totally.
Okay.
Anyway, rabbit
Anyway,
hole. I totally subscribe to the community side of the Enneagram. I think that's probably why, candidly, like I think I just took to it much faster. Any other assessment I've ever done is just very like transactional. And I just
right.
really haven't been interested in learning more.
I think some of it's like the whole system of the Enneagram made it attractive to me. It wasn't just like, oh, you're a
Well, it's
red, blue,
deep.
yellow, blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got like significant depth. I've always
Yeah. And I
wondered if some
think
of those assessments end up being like triads or something. Like,
right, like one part
yeah.
somehow.
So, one of the books that I had read that I would say is self-help-ish is like that 12 Rules of Life by Jordan Peterson. I talked to you about it for a few different things, but his, I'm going to murder this dog. I'm going to murder him.
No murder. We're not unaliving anything on this podcast.
Leave Mr. Potato Head alone. No, I should be so happy. He's 12. So, that book that I had read, Self-Helpy, 12 Rules of Life by Jordan Peterson, he's been on like a lot of cameo podcasts and like I've seen a lot of reels of him. But a lot of what he talks about is being like part of a collective. I think that's why I loved that book. And I actually just bought the other one that's part of that. But you can even see it in the titles where it's like one of them was like stop and pet the cat on the street rule, but then there's like a whole plethora of depth and story behind it. But it is for like a greater community sense. So it's definitely stronger from like he gives a like relatively what I would consider harsh parenting example around like a neighbor that left their child with them and they were like, "Oh, he's going to get up 700 times." And Jordan's like, "No, like I just put him in his crib and I like put my hand on his chest and like, no, you're not getting up." It felt kind of harsh, like, like reading it,
Yeah.
but it's some stuff like that. But then it's other stuff like that's really meant for the betterment of society as a whole. Like, not even like if you zoom out, even from community, it's like, how do we all just become better people for everyone around us? And like, and this is maybe my 2 again coming out, but like in terms of the transaction and the relationship, but inherently, if you are more well-rounded and more open to other people and have more visibility and understanding, to your point of like thinking about the inner child of other people, right? Your relationships will get better.